If stained glass was a spell, it would be better, but not as much as you think, because it would still have these effects. You have to control a fairy to draw 3 cards and put 2 in your hand on the bottom of your deck. It's kind of like Graceful Charity,
but not really.
Danger Zone is closer to Graceful Charity in trap form, and that's some shit too. Not because you have to discard at least 1 danger card or your whole hand gets shuffled in your deck, nah, but because it's a fucking trap. Having a way to turn and activate a trap that draws you cards is garbage, which is sad because Danger Zone discards cards, enabling danger fuckers during your opponent's turn. Can't say that shit about stained glass. If you discarded cards instead of putting them on the bottom of your deck, then I like this effect more, but I still think this, along with most draw effects, shouldn't exist on a trap card.
Because the fact still remains.
It's on a fucking trap, and you need to control a fairy, but at least it's better than cards from the sky. If you control a fiend, your opponent draws a card, don't like that shit, they randomly discard a card. Then, if they have anything else in hand, they're forced to discard
another one.
Kinda, sorta like Delinquent Duo. But not really. I understand your opponent drawing a card means you can activate this even if they don't have a hand, because at worst, you're discarding the card you gave them, but not so much if they drew, then discarded something that benefited from being discarded by card effect sent to the graveyard or has a graveyard effect, and technically, you can activate draw afterwards since they did draw a card. Whoop-dee-doo. But the issue is, it's on a fucking trap, and you need to control a fiend. If this effect was Delinquent Duo verbatim, then yeah, it'd be better, but one problem would still persist.
It's a trap.
And effects like this aren't good on traps. Yes, even Delinquent Duo trap Dust Shoot is banned for good reason, so I don't think Konami would have given Stained Glass that effect, but I see no problems with a Pointer of the Red Lotus, but let me guess, out of it too good or something. I understand why Stained Glass has a trap with these effects and requirements, at least I think I do, because Konami didn't want to make it too good, but it's a trap though. How good could it actually be? Not too good. It seems that having Logate in the artwork meant more than making the card good, but who is the other motherfucker? I don't know. Thanks for watching. My Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal's in the description, the source, my Discord server link. Now,
what's the question?
how was your birthday? The actual day was fine, and the weekend overall was fine. But there was one person I wanted to see for reasons that didn't happen, and that sucked. But the entire weekend was cool. Why do people ask your personal shit first in the game? You're asking me like I know this shit, but I personally like when people ask me personal questions, because this is an attempt for y'all to get to know me better. And honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Ain't anything, it's just a fucking game. Fuck this game. Master Duel thoughts. Pretty sure I've answered this question before, but I'll answer it again. Whatever. The only thing I worry about is if Konami eventually stops updating the shit. Who's to say that Master Duel is going to be something that they continue to maintain and update? Nobody knows this shit. We can only wait and see. What is your favorite part of playing Yu-Gi-Oh? When I used to play, my favorite part was learning, but I don't really feel that there's much learning involved fundamentally. Sure, you can learn how archetypes and decks work and all that, and that's great shit, but I don't find that fun enough to play it anymore. Right now.
What else?
What do you think about this mistranslation of Albert, Jester of Despia for the TCG? Do you think it was too fucked up for them to do and that it can be eventually fixed? I mean, mistakes happen, and I understand that they're a company, and then there's this assumption that people don't fuck up and make mistakes. I make mistakes. Your favorite content creators make mistakes all the time. So a company that's comprised of a bunch of motherfuckers and they have multiple teams do shit like this, it was bound to happen. Not specifically this mistranslation or whatever, but just mistakes in general. So I don't really have a opinion about it. Shit happens. Stupid question. Way to start it off. Which do you prefer more, tomboys or femboys? You could have just asked me if I'm gay or straight. I'm straight for one, and two, because I'm straight, I prefer tomboys. I find there's more beauty in a woman not trying too hard to look pretty, beautiful, whatever. Just be a female, whatever the fuck that entails. You don't have to do a particular thing to show that you're a female. I guess I'm weird, whatever. Tomboys. Hashtag what's the question? Appreciate y'all.
And a lot.